Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is your girl, Natalie Fuller, with the YouTube channel, WA Fuller. Coming in tonight, another cooking video. Haven't done one in a while, but I'm going to do one today. Tonight, we're going to be having baked drumsticks. So I got the drumsticks in the sink. Finna get ready to wash those up, season those up, and pop those babies in the oven. And we're also going to have broccoli. I'm going to do 2 sets of broccoli, one with cheese, one without cheese. I like cheese on my broccoli. Jay like kids without cheese, so some kids may want broccoli, some kids may not. But we're also going to have leftover rice. So that's going to be dinner tonight. Baked drumsticks, some broccoli, and some rice. I will be back in a few minutes. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Time to season this chicken. I already done washed it, so I'm ready to season it up and pop it in the oven. And my oven will be ready in a few minutes. So I'm going to go in flour first. And yes, this is going in the oven. And yes, I am putting flour on the chicken. Pardon the noise. Dad and one of the little ones out there making paper airplanes. We're going to do some black pepper. We're going to do salt. I'm going to do garlic powder and onion powder. I'm going to do some complete season. And I'm also going to do the Kinder's seasoning all-purpose. And then I'm going to get this little mixy mix. Be right back. Alright, the chicken is seasoned. Dad watching football clips. But the chicken is seasoned. And my oven just went off. This is what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these in the oven. About 40 to 45 minutes. And I'm going to come back, check on it. And we'll be back. Alright, I'm back, everyone, for a quick check. I actually put it on for 50 minutes. And the timer has approximately 3 minutes left. But this is what it's looking like. So this is what my chicken is looking like. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little flipperoo. You guys already know these little pieces right here. I'm going to take those off because I don't like that at all. I don't like it. No, it's part of it, and it's going to do its thing. It's gonna cook like that, but me, I like to remove mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Flip it over, let it cook some more. Take the rice out of, this thing I want to come on. Take the rice out of the refrigerator, heat it up, and go ahead and start working on the broccoli. And that's gonna be that. I'm gonna make a little bit of gravy for the chicken. Not that much, but I am going to make some gravy for the chicken. And that's going to be dinner for tonight. And that's going to be all. So tomorrow, I am going to order groceries. Probably like through Walmart delivery, like I normally try to do a lot of times. And I don't have to worry about, I go to timer. Don't have to really worry about going to the store. Just have it delivered here to the house. And what I will do is show you guys what I got for my little big family. So, gonna go ahead and get that done. I'm probably gonna pop this back in the oven for like another 35 to 40 minutes. And then check on to make sure it's according to my liking. Go ahead and add the gravy. I may add the gravy now just to go ahead and get it done. So I have to really do that. Then just let it, I might just go ahead and cook it like another 30, 40 minutes. And then, check on it. Flip it or whatever if it needs to, and then make the gravy, make light gravy, and then put it back in the oven for like another 15-20 minutes so the gravy can cook really good with it. So, and after that, dinner will be done. Get these dishes cleaned up. Go ahead and get that done. And there's the timer. So I'm gonna get these dishes cleaned up really quick. Don't take me no time doing that at all, pretty much. Get it done. So tonight after the kids eat, should be no dishes when everybody eat. Shouldn't be no dishes at all since we do have paper plates. So I now flipped them over and peeled off the what I call a little gunk, whatever. Tuck this off, and I'm gonna go ahead and reset the timer for like another 35-40 minutes, and we'll be back to check on the chicken bin. All right, I'm back. I just took the chicken out. It's about 14-15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little gravy concoction going. I already washed the dishes, got that done. Like I said, go ahead and get the dishes done. So therefore, after everybody eat, and you got no dishes to wash, ooh, everything is done. Listen, when you guys cooking, y'all already know. Sometimes messes will be made. You try not to make a mess, or try not to make really big messes. But hey, sometimes that happens. Sometimes we over season. Sometimes we under season. Sometimes we scorch a little bit, and sometimes we just straight out burn. You know, sometimes it come out like, oh man, I need to make that again. That was good. And sometimes we're like, I need a little bit more practice on that. So you live and you learn. Even with the best of the best chef, they're not born coming out know how to cook. You know, they don't come out being Chef Boyardee. And, you know, I like to say I'm not Chef Boyardee, but I know how to just feed my family. And it took me a minute to actually learn how to, you know, cook for real. Now, there's still, like I said, I've said it in many other videos, I don't know how to cook every single thing. I'm not Chef Boyardee, but I know how to make it do what it do. You know, I know how to cook, you know, I'm an okay cook for right now. I am. But I didn't always start that way. Even growing up, my granny, she always cooked, so I never had the opportunity to learn from her how to cook, and she could cook when she was alive. Her and my granddaddy both, especially when they're alive, can cook. So I would just always try to go in the kitchen and see what she's doing and try to learn, and go ask your mama, go tell your mama how to cook. I'm like, granny, I don't stay with her, I stay with you. I don't stay with my mama, I stay with you. So I miss her dearly. I miss her. She actually passed away when I was pregnant with the twins. So, if my granddaddy, he would, you know, he didn't mind showing me how to do little certain things or whatever. But a lot of his stuff, you know, was a lot of heavily seasoned dishes, especially from him being from Honduras, growing up in Belize, my granddaddy. He, you know, did a lot of spices and herbs and stuff like that. So some of his stuff I tolerated, and some of it like, that don't taste right. But I'm telling you, when I became an adult and really started tasting some of the food, I learned that I missed out a lot on what my grandparents used to cook, especially my granny, what she used to cook when I was a little girl. Now, some of the things I still don't eat, so it's like whatever. But I really did learn how to cook. I want to say I started to learn right in the year of, I want to say 2014, going into 2015. Right after I had Noah. And by that time, I pretty much had filed for divorce from my first husband. And, you know, with 6 babies, stuff like that, just me and my mama here. And I was like, you know what? I got kids to feed. So my mom, she would cook. I mean, we would complement each other really well. I was working, you know, part-time or whatever, because, you know, with a lot of babies, especially with Malachi and the twins and Noah, they were born like back to back to back. So I'm not a stranger to work. I'm not a stranger to hard work. But I know some of them, especially the twins, Casey was very sick, in and out of the hospital, stuff like that. Even Zora, when she was born, sick, in and out of the hospital, so I couldn't work much. And then even with Malachi, had this little issues going on, I really couldn't work much, so I did 2 part-time jobs. But then I was like, you know what, I really need to focus on my babies and stuff like that. I kind of had started trying to go back to school to get my bachelor's, because I already have my AA. And I would tell my mom, like, listen, you know, let me take care of the light bill, let me take care of the water bill, stuff like that. You know, you good, and I can handle that, it's no problem. And I was also trying to save up money on my own, because I wanted to move. I wanted, you know, get out, get on my own, whatever, you know, hold my own, you know, hold it down for myself. And I was like, you know what, I got babies, let me learn how to get a hand cook. So, she was my guinea pig. Shirley was my guinea pig. I would get in here and cook certain things. Like, hey, how does this taste? What is this? What is that? You know, I'm talking about like, I ain't talking about no little chicken and rice. You know, I ain't talking about no spaghetti. I'm talking about like, baked barbecue chicken. I'm talking about ribs. I'm talking about smothered pork chop. I'm talking about fresh green beans with the neck bones and the pigtails and the potatoes. You know, the cornbread and all that, the macaroni and cheese. Not the Kraft, but the homemade mac. So, I mean, I got in there and I learned, you know, the neck bones with potatoes with the cornbread on the side and, you know, fried corn, stuff like that. Meals that you would cook on a Sunday. That I had the privilege of eating almost every day when I was growing up. So, you know, she was like, you know, oh, that's good, or oh, you need to work on that, or, you know, that's too salty, or hey, you need to add some more salt, or oh, this is just fine. So, and, you know, we had a little grill, and I would learn to cook on a grill and barbecue and stuff like that. Because, like I said, I wanted to feed my babies. They needed to eat. And my mom was working full-time and stuff like that. So, I was like, I don't want her to have to come home and try to cook. I'm only working part-time. I can cook. I can do, you know, do this, make sure. So whenever I did pick her up from work and some of my babies were still in school or whatever, she would come home and be like, hey, listen, Shirley, the dinner's done. The dinner's almost done. Go take your bath the way you need to do and go ahead and eat. So, you know, try to make sure everything was situated so my babies get home, feed them, bathe them, put them in the bed, especially when I had to go work at night. One of my jobs, I was working at a daycare part-time in the morning, and then I had my part-time job at McDonald's overnight. You know, just to have that flow coming in, stuff like that. So, I mean, young mama, young babies, you know, about to be a single mama again. Well, I ain't gonna say again, but be a single woman again, but a mama. You know, like I said, I had just recently filed for divorce, and it was a rough patch at the beginning, and it was a rough patch. We'll say that for another day. But as far as cooking, that's the whole main thing. I love to cook. I love feeding my family. So for a lot of people, you know, you may not know how to do it like this, do it like that, and you see other people like they were just born to cook. Honey, I'm telling you, I hope you guys heard me. I was walking off camera for a second. So, I mean, you may not know how to do it like that, or you may not know how to cook certain things, or, you know, like I said, trial and error. Now, some people, I mean, baby, stick with what you know, and, you know, that's all I got to say. So, only thing I would say is just try. You know, get in the kitchen, try. You know, have someone like, hey, try this for me, taste this, taste that. Critique me, you know, tell me what I did wrong, or what do I need to add, what I need to use less of, stuff like that. Especially so you can, you know, feed your family, instead of, you know, trying to eat out every time or all that kind of stuff. So it's never too late to learn. It's never too late to learn. I didn't really think it was too late for me to learn, but I was like, I got a family to feed, so let me get in this kitchen and learn, you know. Not just the simple, but, you know, let me learn how to smother pork chop. Let me learn how to smother chicken. Things like that. Smother ribs. And like I said, I'm not chef or a Negro, so there are some things I don't know how to do, or, you know, I'm just going to leave that to the pros. So, but other than that, I'll get in here, and I'm not scared to try. So with that being said, I just lightly seasoned the chicken a little bit more. I'm going to add one more seasoning, if I can hurry get it real quick. Oh, no, that's not it right there. Here it is. I put it in the wrong place. You know, get in the kitchen and just try, honey. Just try. Practice makes perfect. That's all I got to say. Practice makes perfect. So, I'm going to pop this in. The oven has approximately 9. No, it's not fried, baby. Approximately 9 minutes left, so I'm going to add like another 15-20 minutes. Go ahead and pop this back in here. I'm actually going to turn it over. Oh, I didn't let you guys see it. Sorry. This is what we looking like. So I am going to flip this over. I'm going to flip this over. Pop it back in the oven for like another 15-20 minutes. Go ahead and pull out that rice. Rice heat up. Then I'm also going to start getting on those bags of broccoli. I do have maybe a bowl size of cabbage left over, and I'm gonna warm it up. Either me or Dad, one of us gonna eat it. Other than that, we just have the broccoli. So I will be back to show you guys what it's looking like when I get it done. Be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back finally. Everything on my end is done, and like I said, I only had really one main thing to cook, and the other one was the side of broccoli, and also did cheese broccoli, and also did 1 pouch of mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the chicken is looking like. I didn't fix my plate. I'm gonna fix my plate right now. So this is the chicken. This is my cheese broccoli. Not a lot of cheese, but just enough cheese that I can taste it. The mashed potatoes is a little less because Jay done got his already. And this is the other broccoli that Jay is eating because he doesn't like cheese in his broccoli. So that's dinner. I did take out the rice that we had for those who may want rice. I also have the cabbages, and like I said, it's only a bowl of cabbage. I have the bowl of macaroni and cheese for those who may want macaroni and cheese. So that's pretty much it. So they got something to choose from now. 2 of the kids opted out and was like, listen, Mama, I'm not really don't want a whole lot, not really that hungry, whatever, you know, I'm really not interested right now. So I'll just have a bowl of cereal, please. So I'm like, okay, listen, fine. Ja, stop all that yelling. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna eat a bowl of cereal. Just know that oven ain't coming back on. Ain't no chicken nugget, chicken patty, ain't no quick dinner, nothing. Dinner is cooked, so take it or leave it. That's it. They have options, you know. Those who don't like mashed potatoes, they got rice. Those who do like broccoli, you got with or without cheese. Those who like macaroni and cheese, and quite a few do, whether it's box or homemade, they got that as well. We have maybe 4 or 5 baked chicken from yesterday, so we have that. So they got something they can pick and choose from. So with that being said, I gave Jay his plate. I forgot to put the macaroni and cheese on there. And so he was like, Mommy, just put on. I'm like, boy, listen, eat that mashed potatoes, eat that broccoli, and then come back and I give you a spoon of macaroni and cheese. So I'm finna go ahead and fix Noah his, because he's gonna eat the rice. Just leave it right there. Okay, go back over there with the plate. That's Jay coming for his macaroni and cheese, I guess. So I'm finna go ahead and fix Noah his with the chicken and rice with a side of barbecue sauce. And Gabby, she's only gonna eat chicken. I actually woke her up, she was asleep. And that's it. John might be full because, honey, he ate on him some more chips. I'm like, boy, just had a bowl of cereal, so gonna get them situated. They're gonna hop in the tub, take a bath, and get in the bed. And I'm gonna follow suit the same. Like I said, dishes are done. Whatever leftover is gonna get cleaned up, washed. I'll shut the kitchen down for the night. That's it. So I love you guys, and like I always say, keep moving forward, keep pressing forward, keep looking up, and always speak positivity over your life. Always speak positivity over your life. Doesn't matter what it look like, doesn't matter what it seems, and it may be what it is. It is what it is. But keep speaking positivity and watch God move on your behalf. Also, please go ahead and like the comments if you guys are enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciate it. And also drop a comment, leave a comment. I really do, honestly, I really do enjoy reading you guys' comments. I do. And as much as you guys respond, drop a comment or whatever, I'm going to try to respond to you as quickly as possible. Sometimes it may take me a day or two. But just know and believe, I'm going to read the comments. And I'm also going to respond to you. And, like I always like to say as well, especially when dropping comments or whatever, let's all be respectful. Everybody have their own opinion. Everybody have their own thought. So let's just respect each other's opinions and thought. And always be respectful to people. That's my only thing I got to say. So I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. Until next time. So tune in tomorrow once I do my Walmart order. Once it's delivered, we're going to see what we got, and we're going to try to put it up together. Bits and pieces here and there. You know how we like to do it. So love you guys, love you guys, love you guys for real. Until next time. This is Wanda Adderley Fuller with the YouTube channel WA Fuller. Signing off. Great night.